Hello beautiful humans, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tessa Stewart. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back beautiful. So in today's video, I will be reviewing the T3 Lucea ID hair straightener. I'm super excited about today's video. I've been testing it out for the last few months for you girls. So if you're interested in seeing my results and hearing my final thoughts on this device, whether or not it's worth your money, whether or not it lives up to its claims and protects your hair from heat damage, then just keep on watching. But before we move any further, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are alerted with all of my future uploads. And let's get right into the video. Guys, we're gonna jump right in. So first, let me just start off by giving you a little backstory. So I purchased this flat iron back in March. Yeah, so I've been using it since then. So I'll be able to give you a very well-informed review. I have obviously flat ironed my hair with it numerous times and washed my hair so I can tell you whether or not your hair will revert, if it's damaging, and give you the full experience. But let's start off by talking about what are some of the claims of this T3 Lucea ID. Tailor your heat for smooth, shiny results and less damage with T3's Lucea ID 1-inch smart flat iron with touch interface. T3 automatically determines your optimal heat setting based on your hair texture, length, and color treatment inputs. Then the T3 Rapid Heat IQ technology ensures advanced heat precision for beautiful results in just one pass. So based on your needs, it will determine what temperature is best for your particular hair. Now, even though it does choose your heat settings for you, you can place it into manual mode that will allow you to select your own heat settings as well. In the instruction manual, it does tell you what temperature each different setting is. So this comes with 3 different modes. There is the Lucea ID mode, which will automatically choose the settings for you. There's the manual mode where you place the settings in for yourself. And then there's also the refresh mode. And the refresh mode basically allows you to touch up your hair during the week after you've already initially styled it. And it is supposed to lower the temperature so that you don't over process or over style your hair. So we're gonna move right on into the demo. But we're gonna turn it on. To turn it on, you just need to press and hold the button with your finger. Okay, I don't know if you heard that. So it cuts on, you see all these lights cut on. This is the interface. Okay, so once it cuts on, you wanna select your hair type. So I'm doing medium hair texture, short hair, color treated. So now it's going to lock in and it's going to set the heat settings for me. All right, so I've sectioned off my hair. I'm gonna start right here in the back with this first section. Okay. All right, so I don't know if you can tell because there's like a backlight behind me, but this is what it's looking like. That's one pass on 2 sectioned out pieces. I'm actually going to turn around so that you can see it a little bit better and we'll continue. So if I haven't said it already, the goal is to see what results I'm given with just one pass. So I am only going to do one pass on every section throughout my head. All right, beautiful, so I'm back. So this is my hair after I have, gone through in the refresh mode and just did a little bit more of like bumping it under so it has a little bit more of a style. So these are the results. Did a little something with my edges. I'm not big on edge control. But now, to the meat of the matter, the whole reason why you watch this video, to get my final thoughts on the machine. The device claims to give you smooth, shiny results in one pass. And when it comes to that, I do agree with the claims. It is very easy to get very good results with one pass of the straightener. But you definitely will get a straight, smooth, silky result. And I find that it does last long. I'm not sure if it is my products or if it is the device, but I do agree with those claims. I do like the finish of my hair. I like the feel of my hair. It has a lot of movement. It's very soft. So the finished results are great. Another pro, I have had the flat iron and I have been using it off and on because I have been going back to my Dyson. I'm not gonna lie. I've been using it off and on since I purchased it. I think that was either February or March. Cannot remember, but I've been using it since then and my hair has not been damaged. My hair still reverts. So it doesn't damage your hair if you get the right settings. So I can attest to that claim. Those are the pros. Here are the cons. It's white, so it gets dirty quick. You're not gonna be able to see it from this, but if you look right here, it's brown because I'm brown, girl, so my makeup is brown. My makeup is brown. So you're constantly having to clean the device because it just attracts dirt, you know what I mean? All right, so the whole point of this hair straightener is the fact that it has 9 heat settings and that it automatically adjusts to your hair based on the input that you put into it. So you choose whether or not your hair is coarse or fine, long, color treated, and it will determine the temperature. That's great the first time, but honestly, if you're not changing your hair, if you're not color treating your hair that often, and even if you are, the settings on this aren't going to change. This is not a device that you can just plug and play. The interface is very difficult to get used to. Even though it has a locking feature, it is very easy for you to hold your hand onto the base for too long and actually change the settings. And if you are not familiar with the device, if you haven't been using it for a while, it's going to be very difficult to understand what mode it's gone into. You have to use the instruction manual in order to initially set it up. If you want to change it, if you want to put it in manual mode, in order to understand what temperature is at each notch, you need the instructions. So this is not a plug and play type of device. Also, because your hair isn't changing, if you're not a mom with a bunch of girls in the house, or you know, you and your sister or whomever, you're not only going to use that technology one time. And honestly, if you have a good hairstylist, she will tell you what temperature to straighten your hair on. So you can just ask her or him and then put it into the flat iron. So though the flat iron does work and it does produce great results, I do not think that it's worth the price for the technology that you're paying for. They have an alternative to this, that is the T3 Lucea. That is like a basic interface. I'm not sure if it tells you the temperatures, but if the technology is exactly the same when it comes to, you know, how well it straightens your hair, it's like $75 less. I would go with that particular model over this one. This gives me very comparable results to like the Dry Bar straightener, as well as the Paul Mitchell Neuro straightener. All good straighteners. Even though I do enjoy the performance of this, I do believe that it gets great results. Because of the interface, it gets a little bit annoying, and it takes me longer to flat iron because I have to fiddle around with the flat iron. If I don't want to be bothered, I will reach for my Dyson. If you want to compare this to the Dyson, I still prefer my Dyson over this, even though I love the results of this. The Dyson is just a little bit easier for me to use when it comes to plug and play. I do not like the interface on this. So because of that, I cannot recommend this to use unless you really like the results of my hair. If you're older, then like if you're up in age and you have problems with technology, definitely don't try this. For $75 less, you can get the same device from the same brand, just without the hair temperature setting technology, and it's gonna get you the same results, at least I believe. All right guys, with all that being said, do I recommend the T3 Lucea ID? I would pass on this one. It's not worth the gimmick, you know what I'm saying? There are less expensive flat irons that do the exact same thing, to be honest with you. So, all right guys, that's all I have for you today. If you enjoyed today's video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that you are alerted with all of my future uploads. If you made it this far, you are a real one, and I love you for that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!